guys, welcome to Java Revisited channel. In today's video, I will show you how to run and debug on a Java program in IntelliJ. So now, let's get started.
Before that, if you are new to our channel, don't hesitate to subscribe and hit the bell button to receive the latest notification.
So let's imagine that you have created and run your Java application and you have discovered that it functions not the way you expected. For example, it returns a wrong value or crashes with an exception. Similarly, you have errors with your code and now it's time to debug it. So what is debugging? Broadly, debugging is the process of detecting and correcting errors in a program. There are different kinds of errors which you are going to deal with. Some of them are easy to catch, like syntax errors, because they are taken care of by the compiler. Another easy case is when the error can be quickly identified by looking at the stack trace, which help you figure out where the error occurred. However, there are errors which can be very tricky and take really long to find a fix. For example, a subtle logic error, which happens early in the program, may not manifest itself until very late, and sometimes it is a real challenge to solve things out. This is where the debugger is useful. The debugger is a powerful tool which lets you find bugs a lot faster by providing an insight into the internal operation of a program. This is possible by pausing the execution and analyzing the state of the program through our examination of variables and how they change line by line. While debugging, you are in full control of the things. In this manual, we are covering a basic debugging scenario to get you started. So let's try a simple debugging case. Imagine that we have the following application here on my screen. So the program is supposed to calculate the average of all values passed as command line arguments. It combines and runs without issues. However, the result is not what one would expect. For instance, when we pass 1, 2, 3 as the input, the result is 6. So like this here. So when I run 1, 2, and 3, the result is 6. That is not correct. So we will put up on. We need to think about where the basic error might be come from. We can assume the problem is not in the print statement. More likely, unexpected results are coming from our trend average method. In order to find the cause, let's imagine its behavior at runtime. So to examine how the program operates at runtime, we need to suspend its execution before the suspected piece of code. This is done by setting breakpoints. Breakpoints indicate the lines of code where the program will be suspended for you to examine its state. So here, I will click on this line of code. And then let's start the program in debug mode. Since we are going to pass arguments for running and debugging the program, make sure the run debug configuration has this argument in place. So click run icon in the gutter here. Then select modify run configuration. Then enter arguments in the program argument field and be 1, 2, and 3. And we will click run button near the main method. Now it should be here. We have debug, so we select debug. And after the debugger session has started, the program runs normally until a breakpoint is hit. When this happens, the line where the program pause gets highlighted and debug 2 windows appear here. The highlighted line has not been executed yet. The program now waits for further instruction from you. The submenu state lets you examine variables which form the stack of the program. As the find average method has not been called yet, on its local variable like resume are not yet in scope. However, we are examining the contents of the IntelliJIDEA array. IntelliJIDEA in scope for the main method here displayed, and the contents of IntelliJIDEA are displayed in line where IntelliJIDEA is used here. And you can also get information about all variables that are currently in scope in the variable panel. You can see here 1, 2, and 3. And now that we are comfortable with the debug 2 window, it's time to step into the find average method and find out what is happening inside it. To step into a method, click step into button. So the step into button is here. And then we will click on it. You can see that another line gets highlighted in the editor because we advanced the execution point one step forward and continue stepping one step over here. Notice how it is different from step into. It also advances the execution one step forward, but it doesn't visit any methods like integer.parseInt along the way. Let's keep stepping and see how the local variable resume is declared and how it is changed with each iteration of the loop. And right now the variable s contains the value 3 is going to be converted to an integer and be added to resume, which currently has the value of 3. No error so far. The sum is calculated correctly, and 2 more steps take us to the return statement, and we see where the omission was. We forgot to divide the sum by the number of values. This was the cause of incorrect method run. So let's correct the error by adding divide input dot length, and here this should be work. And now in order to check that the program was fine, let's stop the debugger session and rerun the program. We will stop the debugger by click on this button here or Ctrl plus F2 and click the run button near the main method. From the menu, select run. So now we see that our result is correct, the address is true.
And that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If this video is helpful, please give us a like and a comment below. In the next video, I will talk about how to use thread pool in Java with example. So see you guys in the next video.